guys, it's Rhino and welcome to this introduction playthrough of Vengeance Roll and Fight. Vengeance is basically a revenge movie in a box where you get to beat up the bad guys who wronged you. Now this game is in the same world with the same heroes, but it's the first ever roll and fight. It's a real-time game where you frantically roll dice, assign them to various fight moves, and then you get to kick some ass. I'm here with my friends. They all happen to be very skilled and badass fighters. Each one has their own hero, their own player sheet, and a den with a boss that they want to kill. We're gonna play a full round of the game. First, there is the preparation phase where heroes get abilities, they heal themselves, and they prepare for the fight that's coming. We roll these 3 dice and everyone can assign on their sheets the actions in the way they want to use them. We've got a heal action with which we can either heal up to 2 wounds or we can increase our health by 1. The recon action allows you to cross out one of your abilities so that you can use them during the fight without needing to have assigned dice on it. Then this is the training action, which allows you to get experience. For each one of those symbols, we mark 2 circles. You can then spend your experience to buy abilities and permanently keep them on your board. Then all players can perform 1 more action of the 4 available. This action gives you extra uses on your items. You circle 1 at a time and you can spend them during the fight. And last, there's the loot that either progresses you on the track to get more points at the end of the game, or it gives you 1 other action. So we've all done the preparation phase for our heroes and we're ready to move on to the next phase, the rolling phase. In the rolling phase you have a set of 4 dice which you roll and you assign them to your abilities, so to activate them in the next phase, the fight phase. Players need to roll and assign dice really fast, as there is a pool where you get more dice on a first come first serve basis. When you're done placing a set, you can get another set of 4 dice or less and roll them, so to activate as many moves as possible. A die with a black drop gets locked and you cannot re-roll it. It gets unlocked when you assign a complete set of dice on an ability, or if you have a lot of them, you may sacrifice 1 to get a wound, so to re-roll the rest. But you need to be fast because the dice pool will get depleted because all the players are going to be reaching out to get more dice. Are we ready?
Wait. Because we have to be fair. 3, 2, 1. Oh no! Ah! That sucks. How many drops can big drops every roll? No, I have 3 drops. Come on, I just...
Done.
That sucks. Nice.
Okay, so after the rolling phase, we go to the fight phase, and it happens for all the players simultaneously, but we're gonna do it separately for the video. And each player is in the den and can use the abilities to activate these moves and to kill as many dudes as possible and fulfill the objectives of each room. So Kaja is here and her enemy, Don Zaymoon, has the special thing that in order to target him, he's over here, you need to kill every tough guy in the den, so the green ones. I also have this ability which reduces the life of the tough guys, so each one of them has 1, which is very handy for in this case. And I am gonna use my sword kata, which is hit. So I'm gonna use this one and I'm gonna target this guy, and this guy. There's one hit that I cannot really use there. I'm gonna use my shot, so I raise this and I shoot this guy from this entrance, and then I'm gonna use the move to get in here, and the second move to get in here, and I use my double hit to kill this guy and this guy. And that's all I can do for now. And also that means that I'm gonna get this at the end of the round in the resolution, and I'll be able to cross out 1 prestige. We move on to Johnny Silver.
Alright, so I had a pretty lousy dice turn, so this is not going to be good, but I'm going to do my best. So Johnny is going to first move inside this room. He's going to punch, and because I have a double blade, I'm going to punch twice. And I am going to send these two guys to hell. And because I am going to stay in the same room that I punched 2 enemies, I'm going to take a wound, because this is my special ability. So I'm going to take 1 wound because I do not move after I punch 2 guys. And from this room, I am going to fire my gun into an adjacent room, and I'm going to kill this guy here. I am going to stay in this room because if I move on to the next room, I am going to get shot at by the boss, which is on the adjacent room. So I'm going to stay here, and I'm going to waste 2 perfectly good dice because that's my luck.
So because I have a pretty good round at the rolling phase, I'm gonna pass through that room with my move here, and I'm going direct to the boss. But first, before I enter to this room, with this ability, with this move and hit with the 4 dice here, I'm gonna move and I'm gonna do 1 hit to this guy here. So the last thing that I can do is to make 3 punches because of this ability here that allows me to use every double knife as a hit. So I have 3 hits to do. This guy needs 2 and 1 to the boss, and I'm going to erase this one. And I have 2 more rounds to try to kill the boss, so I get the extra victory point.
So I'm gonna use my favorite item, the shurikens, that after I use my move and first visit a room, I kill 1 grunt, so bye bye, and I can evade 1 whatever other dude is in the room, so I will evade this one. I have now a free punch to use, a ranged shot and a charge ability, so I'm going to maybe punch this guy here, the green one, a tough guy, so he won't be dead, but I will then use my charge. I will move in here and I will hit this guy, the blocker, so that I can move afterwards. So here I won't go for the boss right away because he has an ability that if I don't kill him until the end of this round, his wounds reset to 0. So I don't have the firepower right now to kill him. Now I can take a shot to the tough guy here and kill him. Bye bye. So on the next round I will kill this gunman here, and I will try to take the prestige point here. So that's it for me for this round.
Then after we're all done, we move on to the resolution phase and the end of the round. We remove the wounds from the dice, if any, and cross the square out, and we also receive 1 wound for each henchman or the boss located in our current room, and 1 for each gunman in our room or an adjacent one. If you're full of wounds, like in this case, you take a beating and you clear the wounds, but in the next preparation phase you'll roll only 3 dice, so you won't be able to activate abilities of 4 dice. And if you take another beating, unfortunately, you're dead. Each visited and cleared room with loot grants you a loot preparation action, so you can cross a space off or perform any other action. And this is how a round of the game goes. The end of the game happens after the 4th round and players count their score. You get points from all the objectives you managed to complete, from the prestige track, the training track, the wounds track of the boss, plus 5 points if you managed to kill the boss. You then draw a path from your current room to the den entrance, and you lose 1 point for each room with an enemy on the way. The player with the most points is the winner. And that's Vengeance Roll and Fight. There's gonna be a Kickstarter campaign for it, so I'll have the link to the Kickstarter campaign page in the description below so you can check it out. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. But you...
Blueberry, getting full.
But you need to be fast, yeah. But you need to be fast because the...
Super serious.